Hello and welcome to another edition of the Eternal Journey. I'm Resolves, and this is Stranger Things. So we've somehow managed to make a deck that doesn't actually look better in the new client, which is quite a feat because I've really enjoyed sort of the way that it's now split up when you look at the proper view, with like all the power spells and units are sort of separate and in actual cost order. It's been pretty nice. So I place Strerngers today because it is coming to the end of set 3. There's not too much space left to be discovered, so let's try oldie and goodie. There's something that's never quite as good as you want it to be, but it's still pretty cool for all these sort of like different effects we've got. And I'm not playing every single Stranger, but I'm playing a huge portion of them. I've had to make some cuts in some places of like the Ruthless and the Hearty Strangers just to be able to get in some of the more spicy meatballs like the Valorous Stranger, just to give all over Strangers Warcry. Warcry is probably not super impressive in this deck because we do have a bunch of actual anthems and lord effects with like the Determined Stranger and Battle Tested, but hopefully just being able to go off with like Clever Stranger is where we're going to be with this deck. So let's go and ladder, see what you can do, and of course get playing full stand together because it's busted, but it's games time. The hands in this deck are going to look absolutely ridiculous. I think this is good. Like 3 mana 3/3 that gets a little bit bigger over time. Yeah, let's redraw. Just see if the deck can actually do better. No idea what a good hand actually looks like in this deck. So we do have that going for us. And I've got a taste it 2-1. So I'm hoping this sort of stays alive long enough for us to make a Determined Stranger. Rats. Steady Marshal. Yeah, give me a little spooky juice. Make them think it's a Skycrag deck. So we've beaten down with our not very impressive units here. Actually, Secret Power was pretty nice because we will be able to probably makes a trade there. Yeah, sounds good. But next time we're able to Secret Power up a Shadow Source, so the Slay is going to be live. And then we can no doubt get to the Bereaved Stranger at some point. And Bereaved Stranger was pretty good, especially in, like, I'm going to assume this matchup. Well, fortunately, our opponent can't actually attack with the 2/3, so we're able to keep that back just with the 3/3 Determined Stranger. Actually, also need the Justice Sigil, don't we? Rats. Maybe we should have traded that. Just not used to a 5 faction deck here. But we could just ignore this actually. I think next time Polo's going to curve up with Bereaved Stranger. Then if we draw a power, get in there with the Meditative Stranger. So what is this time that they're attacking with the 2/3? I mean, if it's just a bluff, then they can have it, but that's a little bit too fishy for me. I can still Finest out here, but them using it defensively is a lot better. Although this is going to be sort of rough, because now it's killed our Determined Stranger, but now we don't have to worry about the Finest Hour in combat, so hopefully the Bereaved Stranger will be able to hold the fort, at least keeping this down. Well, this is a chunk of damage over here. But I'm going to keep the Bereaved Stranger in play. So our plan next turn is just to make the Meditative Stranger, because then almost Strangers will have the Aegis effect. So let's get him for 4. Gain 4 as well. Goes up to 11. We're probably going to block with the Meditative though. And then slay this. Because this is 11 right here. Or is it like a million lives here? And that's pretty rough that the Meditative Stranger, once that's gone, you sort of lose the effects. I suppose we'll just super power, but we are pretty much dead here. So if we found like a Soaring Stranger, then we're in sort of okay shape. Grim Stranger, not quite it, because we are dead to the Valkyrie Enforcer here. This deck's going to take some getting used to, but look at those faction progresses. Okay, so this sounds interesting. Don't really want to come cards to be able to play the Ruthless Stranger on 1 though, so I think it is actually a redraw there. These common cards, they should be actually reasonable. They should be able to get us 5 colours with this hand. So we'll start with the Primal. Fetch Shadow. Well, hopefully that Primal's playing something a little bit experimental too. And right here. So doing it justice here. Okay, well this Forsworn Stranger should be pretty big, but when we play on like 4, I think. I'm hoping our opponent came to grind though, because I'm real looking forward to being able to play something like the Clever Stranger, just giving all the strangers warp. Just be able to chain through our deck real easily there. Triumphant Stranger, I feel like it's just going to get gobbled up, so it could be a little bit sad. Play this gate attack's basically free here. We're not able to play this on 5 anyway because of just the way we've played out our power, but I don't think we actually want to. I think I'd rather play this when our opponent's a little bit lower on resources, although that's going to take a while to actually get to because they do have the Vault of the Praxis in play here. Or at the very least prefer to play this at a point where we can hold something like Stand Together. Well, Callus is gross. We can take it out, but yeah, this is still pretty rough here. But hopefully I'm not playing like Smuggler's Stash to keep recurring this or anything like Reforge. But the card drop in this, Vault of the Praxis, is going to absolutely bury us if we're not able to find like a Clever Stranger to be able to go off ourselves. Well, hopefully the Endurance is going to do some working for us as well. And if our opponent's quite removal light, then at least we'll be able to go off with the Triumphant Stranger. There's only 5 units there, so we do get to attack with the 5 here, basically for free. This is an interesting card. I've not really seen it too much, but obviously it does need a pretty much dedicated Stranger deck. Rats. My opponent's drawing the Blood-Right Callus again. And with Destruction, that makes it a lot easier to get back, actually. Because previously I've played decks with Callus and like Smuggler's Stash just to get it back. But the Callus is just really huge here. Yeah, looking at like a 20. So everyone's just like, not only do they have this absurd weapon in play, but they also just gain 20 life. Well, at least we get to gain some lives here. Well, we get to gain some more lives, so it's not the end of the world, but our opponent is actually pretty well equipped to be able to protect themselves with this. Okay, we've got the old Ruthless and Hearty Stranger combo here. It's got 2 2/2s for 1. We might actually be able to pull this one out of the bag because... Okay, so they're excavating the Callus again, so I get to gain another 20. So I suppose that's telling us one thing, and that's this deck's able to deal a lot of damage. Yeah, that's probably the correct one there. Horus Traver not looking super interesting right now. So just grab a Fire Source. Sadly, hope the opponent doesn't draw like a token generator here. And they just draw like another Excavate or something. It doesn't really do anything, just so we're able to sort of finish them off pretty quickly. Yeah, they do get to take out some of our firepower, but at least hitting for a relic weapon isn't strictly free. Okay, well, no blocks. Loving this new avatar, it's pretty sweet. Sadly, the card came out a little bit too late for me to actually get a deck together with it, but I'm pretty interested to see what we can actually do with this card. Okay, well this hand seems fine. Just gets to play with Reunite, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, I think that's probably keepable because we do get to make an army of like flying deadly, well, big boys with the Forsworn Ranger. Probably going to go for Primal and then Time. I'll just Reunite just to get something. Oh dear, we're against Fern here. Look at some Time. We'll chew up what I think is going to be good later on in the game. So I really like the Warp because that'll be able to help us sort of grind our opponent out. But I think it's probably just planning for later in the game get the Meditative Stranger. Yeah, I think I'll get the Warp Stranger first. Because if you do flood and get to the point where we're at 6 power anyway, then the Warp Stranger is still pretty good there. And we just do the Meditative Stranger in here because we're just a little bit on the lucky side here. So I just decide to want the Merciless or the Soaring more. I guess it's going to be Soaring. But let's get our War Cries rolling. I do like how the Forsworn Stranger is going to be immune to stuff like Annihilate. It's going to be pretty nice. Okay, well, I'll just go for the Torch there. Yeah, so let's make the 4/4. Next turn, if we draw a power, we get to get in there with the Horus Traver. Fix our power, but we can also just give everyone flying. Okay, so we're playing against Highway. Yeah, no blocks. My guy just blanks you next turn, so. Yeah, let's fly. Stay to the skies. Next turn we get to Horus Traver, just to give this +1/+1, which is pretty nice. So we're going to take 8 here. Yeah, I suppose we're sitting back for now. So I'm hoping our opponent doesn't have another Bandit Queen because it's going to make it incredibly difficult to block. Fortunately for us, we don't have a sort of Warp Stranger on top of our deck. Our opponent looks like it could be looking for a Combust here. So I'm reasonably happy just to block there, just take the 3, go to 10. If the opponent wants to get through, it's going to have to be like a Torch. Yeah, I feel like our other targets are slightly better for Torch. Just get the Shadow Source down. Get another. Horus going to be on chump duty. Next turn we can either give our guys Aegis if we draw a power, which this could very well be a power or a stand together. Ooh. Well, Flying Bandit Queens are gross. Let's chump this. Block this, take 6, go to 4. So also Lifesteal Strangers, pretty live for us. Yeah, so I'm just hoping that the Warp Stranger gets to stay alive, we get to find the Lifesteal Stranger, because that'd be super good for us. Because we've just got to gain like a big chunk of lives there. Well, sadly it's not to be, but we are able to give everyone Aegis here. So let's strap in. Not quite lethal, but also the Close Stranger has not done too much work here, because it's not revealed any strangers on top of our deck. Okay, well, opponent's going wide, so they might be setting up like another Bandit Queen here. Okay, so let's warp this. We've got 10, 16. Okay, so we've got it. Well, I didn't see that coming. Okay, well, on the draw, our influence is pretty good, and we get to have like a reasonable 3. It's a good 4 if we draw more power, but I think we do need a little bit more in the way of actual interaction here. We're also sort of missing the Primal as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 colours. Yeah, let's redraw. I've no idea what a good hand looks like in this deck. So we do sort of have that going for us. Okay, so I think we're just going to fetch up the time here, because then we'll play Horus Traver, get a Primal, and then all of our factions should be pretty much set up from here. Well, now I've got 2 2-1s, which is reasonable, but not too much in the face of like a quick draw and a 2-3, but we'll do something, especially when we get this Forsworn Stranger down. But no blocks of me right here. I'd much rather have these in play. Might as well just crack our opponent for 4 here. Well, I guess we're not cracking back for 4, but we're going to make a Forsworn Stranger, then next turn we're going to just play the stand together. But 6-5 here, just please no Vanquish. Because this will do some good work otherwise. So if opponent does attack for everything, we're probably pressed in just to blocking the 2-3, but doesn't matter because opponent had the Vanquish, which is... Ooh. Yeah, we're in trouble here. So hopefully Clever Trader will do some work, but let's just double block here, get a little bit of the board out of play. Because I think we are pretty much priced into just going in with the Clever Stranger here. Well, it's sort of nice to know that we're drawing a Forsworn Stranger, but sadly we're not going to get any super warp value out of it. But if this can find us like a Lifesteal Stranger, then we should be in pretty great shape. But flying's reasonably good. It's not quite as good as having the Forsworn down, but it sort of in effect draws as a card. And okay, so if we get to survive, then we're able to go ham with the Triumphant Stranger, which is going to be pretty nice. But I'm still just sort of searching for the lifesteal to be able to keep us in the game, and as we are flying, should be able to just race our opponent by just sort of ignoring what they're doing. Oh, well, that's took us back down to earth. So, don't think we're going to actually take a turn off just to. Oh, well, there we go. This isn't great, but as long as our opponent doesn't have a fire source here, then we should be okay in terms of blocking. So our opponent should be sort of disincentivized from attacking here. Ooh. Well. Sadly we can't play two. If our opponent had a fast spell, then we would have just used it. I just saw like combat trick. So I'll take the turn off, and then next turn we'll just hold up stand together just to keep our lifesteal units in check. Opponent slams a commando, then happy just to trade the Forsworn for the Will and Duo, just like gain 5 lives, get us back up to 10. It still should make it quite difficult for our opponent to attack with other stuff though. They're probably gonna not be able to play this right now. Actually, you'll play this. Ooh. Combo. Oh, can't play that one. So that's a Reunite card, so it's one more strange attack, deal that much damage to the defending player. Oh, rats. Well, wasn't playing around with heavy axe, but yeah. Sometimes you do get got. So everyone's looks pretty good, but we're doing super too much here. Yeah, we'll keep. Got 3 2/2s, so if we're against the matchup with no removal spells that is loose to 3 2/2s, then this hand's great. Oh, got him. Yeah, let's play Big Ricano Banner. We're going to be playing the Hearty Stranger there, just keeps us out of Vara's favourite range here. Just think about how absurd Horus Traver would be if you actually got the... what do we fancy today? Let's have some time. Yeah, if you actually got like a +1 power of Horus Traver as well, that'd be absolutely absurd. I mean, we're just like setting ourselves up for being... Oh, well, now it's fine. Yeah, take 1. We gotta set ourselves up for a Hailstorm though. After that Annihilate sort of makes me feel like our opponent's just not got it. Oh, okay. This could very well just be like a Highway Scream sort of deck. Let's take a look at the Fire Source. Yeah, actual Fire Source, so Crest of Chaos. Not just a off-color crest that just got them there. Let's have some Justice. You can never have too much Justice. We're not playing Hearthstone, so we can play our unit like pre-combat. Don't have to worry about any sort of nonsense with sort of like deal 2 damage to all the things. We're playing a little bit Hearthstone recently, so I've enjoyed it. Just in the lull between sort of anything going on for Eternal right now. Just super waiting, well, super looking forward to set 4 right now. Sadly, we can't get the underplate power for this, but tasty. Well, we are clever flooded, so yeah, I'll still get some Justice. Strangers for Justice. This Clever Strange is actually really good when it gets going. It probably draws you more cards than the 6-drop one. As well as just having Sweetheart. Like, oh, we missed. Don't we really need to commit more to this board because we do have our opponent dead here, like on the next turn. Oh, I suppose that's sort of the problem with. Well, we're going to be able to replace that, so that's fine. That's sort of the problem with like all this synergy is that just spot removal like that is able to break it up. Ooh. Well, Frank gets to gain a bajillion lives. So let me see what's good here. If we play the battle tested stranger, if it gets +2. Probably it's just slay this and just gain, isn't it? But I'm sort of slightly happier now. I know this is Felnscar control rather than like Scream, because we don't have to worry about any sort of explosive damage here. Yep, deal, got me. So what's more important here? Do we go for redundancy with the Clever Stranger just so that our opponent can't... I suppose we'll just do like Battle Tested Stranger to win, but do you go for the redundancy here, the Clever Stranger, so that after the gift you're still able to rebuild? I mean, lifesteal is not going to matter. I'm playing control deck, 24, it's millions. Well, I assume we'll just play the Battle Tested Stranger, getting for 1 million. But interesting thought point there of which one you would do if they weren't dead. But this deck's sweet. It's got so much going on. Well, also playing against a Nerfherder. Is this hand good? This deck just poses like an existential question at all times. I just redraw every hand because I've literally no idea what's good. Feln again. Does everyone hate fun? Like, you're already masters, have some fun. It's fine. Let's get Justice. Who knew? That's actually pretty bad for us because it means we can't play the Determined Stranger. Oh, this is the worst. Underplate power, so I can play the Clever Stranger, please. Yes, didn't lose any straight. Didn't lose any value here. And we've only got like 6 spells because it's just slays, stand together, and 6 powers. So this is probably like a power, which means that might be a Shadow Souls. Maybe let's play Triumphant Stranger. Oh. Why does Feln hate fun? Like, what happened to you? Let's make a Soaring Stranger. Then next time we'll just have a 4/4 flyer. We'll just keep attacking it. Not super efficiently into like a champion, but I probably can't play a champion. It had to be a removal spell. Yeah, we are many. What do we do? Let's just get Clever Stranger. This guy's great. I mean, it could have been greedy, it's got like a Triumph Stage, but nowhere near Shadow. This is suspicious, so I'm not blocking. Yeah, so Black Sky Harbinger there, just like. It's like 100% with the Hello Officer. Well, this is rough because. Might have to reunite for Horus Traver. The worst. Just able to eventually play Slay to kill this. Yeah, maybe we should play some actual colour fixing Strangers so that they're not quite as embarrassing as. Well, I suppose it's a 2/2 for 1. This deck's got some like real stains in it, but I'm curious if set 4 is going to actually bring some Strangers too. Like, what does this mean? Like this attack here. Yeah, I'll just take it. Looks like I get to slay with like stand to go back up, which is sort of fine. But Feln is a little bit on the fun police side here. Okay, great, so 6 power, so I'll slay this. I'll try like another power. Like, I think I'm just gonna crunch for 5 here. Happy to take 2. If my opponent wants to activate this and draw like one of our bad cards, I'm more than welcome to it. But I think I might try and get the Warp Stranger down with the Stand Together backup if we do draw like a power here. So it'd be pretty nice. Yeah, I can get some lives there, that's fine. Triumphant, that's not what we're looking for. Well, can we? No, we cannot rebuild. So give me the old GGs and move on because we're pretty much dead to this. Can give our team flying, so maybe it's not actually over. We have far fewer outs now. Yeah, well, let's scoop it up. I assume the Fun Police matchups are just like horrendous because you can never get any of your synergies to stick. Okay, here we're on the play. Redraw. I don't know why, the hand just looks like an absolute stain. Warcry Warp, the combo. So this needs to be Primal, so let's check out the practice banner first. Well, Primal or Shadow. Oh, play against Echo decks. I'm sort of hoping it's Crown, so we get to have like a honest time here. I don't know what this needs to be really, so let's just Combrei banner it down. So I have a Primal Shadow, but I'm not sure yet. It sort of stinks to have like a Clever Stranger in play and like a Stranger you can't play from the top. Okay, so it's the Shadow Source. There we go. Got rewarded there. I think I said we got to play Clever Stranger and decide whether we want to attack or not. Yes, as we probably do. Warcries are great. Go on, play a Crown. You know you want to. Feeling super clever for not keeping the original hand now, because that Varus Favor would have gobbled us quite a lot. Taste it. 2 free Hearty Stranger. I suppose that's no reason to have like more of the cheap ones in play. Well, the cheap strangers in your deck just because you can just peel them all off with the Clever Stranger. What's this though? Yeah, cool. Block me, dare you. This Drovers are sweet. I've enjoyed the sort of art direction taking like this and Spectre. Oh yes. So basically free attack. So what do we get with this Reunite actually? It's an interesting question because there's no play from top of our deck that gets Reunite for basically anything and just play it. Aww. We've got a 4/4. Maybe another Hearty Stranger. And it's probably like an actual Lord, isn't it? Just so we can fight through this. Ooh. Well, this gives us a quick draw. But we can't do anything, won't be able to attack this turn. Oh. Well, what can we get? We're getting a Ruthless Stranger, which lets us attack in. Grim Stranger, that was target. Let's look at our board. If we give everyone +1 power, then we get to attack this turn. Basically, for free, everyone can't block. We could also just set up like flying for next turn with Soaring Stranger. But I'm aggressive. I'm gonna play this. We've got 3 Warcries as well, and 3 Warcries is sweet with this. So even though what we effectively did was like a sorcery speed rally to get the Ruthless Stranger. Oh, the best times. Aww. But that's the way to play. I didn't want to see all our Warcries. Okay, so that was Stranger Things, and I had a blast. The deck just seems ridiculous. I'm not sure if it's very good, but it's got a lot of synergies, which is pretty nice. We do get absolutely destroyed by a Heavy Axe, which is disappointing. Probably should have attacked in that game, just gained some lives, but you live and learn. So this deck was pretty cool, and the Hairdrugger Stranger really paid off. I think the Grim Stranger is probably not the best, because against decks where you want this effect, like against sort of controllers where you're just able to sort of pile drive for 1,000,000 damage or just win races, I think it's probably going to be difficult to actually have a board in play for this to be impressive. Although this with the double damage Stranger as well as like the lifesteal Stranger is probably going to be pretty impressive. But Stranger's deck can probably just do anything, add any old nonsense, and of course we get to play like a set of stand-togethers, and we did really get to see how good that was in the last game. But yeah, deck sweet. Thanks for watching the results. I'll see you around. Delicious.